ridiculous.
Like men on a mission.
Yeah. Oh, wow, Mom.
Sorry.
And then, of course, the heavyweight title match is Lesnar versus Reigns if Lesnar shows.
Mm-hmm. So Rollins doesn't have a set. Well, it's probably going to be Randy Orton.
It'll be Randy Orton, I'm sure. Unless Lesnar doesn't show, then it'll be Roman Reigns and Randy Orton.
Right.
So that's it for the road to WrestleMania. Let's get back to the balls.
Sacks.
And sacks.
It's football nomenclature for when a quarterback is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Cowboys slapped the franchise tag on Des Bryant today.
Oh, man.
He'll be getting $13 million next year. And my guess is he's not happy.
No.
He expressed his displeasure before this happened.
This gives him another year to bargain.
To find another team.
To get his agent out there talking to him the whole season.
But it ages him another year.
But it's also telling they could have put it on DeMarco Murray.
DeMarco.
They could have put it on him and kept him around. So this maybe opens the door for trying to get Adrian Peterson.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Which, come on. You want the guy that fumbles a lot in DeMarco Murray, who was great because of the offensive line and was never good before that? Or I guess he was okay before that. Or do you want the guy who's got a chip on his shoulder, fresh legs
in his hand?
Yeah, switch in his hand that he whips himself with, and then fresh legs because he hasn't played for almost a full season.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
Well, there has been rumors swirling. Rumors abound that the Cowboys are trying to get Adrian Peterson.
I'm coming home.
Uh-huh.
He's from Texas.
Thanks, Diddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do they have to do with Texas? Oh,
He's from
Adrian
Texas,
I
yeah.
thought
It's
you were
so-
saying Diddy was from Texas. Like,
You're like, well, no, he's not. He's
Did
in New York.
Minnesota already like part ways with him though? Like,
No.
he's kind of already part with Minnesota. He's
Yeah.
very upset that they didn't have his back.
It's not official, but
They didn't have his back, but he had his kid's back sack.
Yeah.
if that brawl was true, or the cat fight is true last week, then he's not coming back because that's
Doing
what
his manager
it
and
was-
their team personnel.
Yeah, the team personnel said he's not coming back. So
Man, he's too good though. I mean, he's like that level of like good right now where it's like if he has a good performance, everyone will just forgive him.
But then
It's
again,
true.
put yourself in Minnesota's position. They're rebuilding. They're not going to win the next couple of years.
Yeah.
You've got an aging running back in Adrian Peterson. He's about to turn, I think, 30,
Oh, so old.
Oh my god.
which is old for running backs.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
So why
but-
not draft somebody?
Holy
You've got a
shit.
primo spot in the draft. I think they're pretty low down there in the middle somewhere. They can get a good running back because they're not going very high at these days.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
why not get a young guy, get with Bridgewater back there, build that team up on the offense, maybe bring in a receiver of some sort, put it together.
How about just get a new fucking quarterback in there?
No, Bridgewater's good. He was a rookie. He did pretty damn good last year. He was damn good for a
He
rookie.
didn't really have much competition though, but he did,
He did pretty damn
though.
good.
Yeah. The Lions
Did
released...
better Blake Bortles, and he was supposed to be the man. He started from day one in Jacksonville.
Too
That
busy
was
fucking his hot
hilarious.
girlfriend.
Right.
I was so glad he did horrible.
Yeah,
What does he care? He's making money. He's got a super hot girlfriend.
it's true.
That's true.
He's like, fuck all of you.
He's winning.
I win. I win at life. That's what he said. Lions released Reggie Bush.
Yeah,
It's bad when you're released
Yeah.
by the Lions.
You get injured a
Who
lot.
saw that coming?
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah,
I think he went
we've
for...
got Joik.
Yeah, I think he went for 3 yards this year. 3?
Just about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4, I'm sorry. 4 yards, correct. And they've chosen... Here's the interesting part. They've chosen not to slap the tag on Sue.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Donkey Kong Sue.
Yeah.
I think that's a dumb move.
I'm surprised. I'm
Yeah.
surprised they're not
Really
keeping
dumb.
him around.
As much trouble as he gets in, he's
Yeah.
a dominant.
He's going to
dominant
come to the Raiders.
Yeah, he'd fit there perfectly.
Oh, yeah. He could
Yeah.
stomp on people's face and get a
There,
bonus.
He'd fit in Pittsburgh because they used to have the steel curtain where they would do shit like that all the time.
Whatever they do, just stay in Oakland.
Oh.
none of this Oakland / Chargers fucking bullshit.
Well, that's just silly.
it's
But-
stupid.
Yeah, but I could see the Rams teaming up with somebody
Yeah.
to make that happen because they can't turn one of them NFC. That's garbage. They're like
Right.
they're division rivals. You can't switch that.
And how weird to have division rivals sharing a stadium.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Yeah,
well, that's why they were saying they got to switch one of them to NFC.
That way they're not
Yeah.
playing home
But-
games against each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Except for every 4 years.
Yeah.
But, Goodell has made it clear he's not interested in having a team in LA yet. So if they said, well, we're moving there.
That's why he sucks.
Right.
Yeah.
Adam Silver, what do you say?
Yeah.
Bring him on!
Yeah, everybody. 8 teams in LA. If they did come and get around that somehow, I'm sure he's not going to do them the favor of switching one of them to the other division.
No. Yeah, they'd have to. I think they'd have to team with like St. Louis.
Probably.
Yeah.
Speaking of, the Inglewood City Council,
Wood.
always up to no good. They fast-tracked the okay and have approved a stadium proposal in Inglewood that's partly owned by the Rams owner.
Yes, please.
Here's the bad news, the good and the bad. It'll be where the old Hollywood Park is, right next door to the Forum, the Great Western Forum of Inglewood, for those of you who know the area.
When arenas were called something cool.
Yeah, well, the Great Western was a bank. Now it's just the Forum.
Yeah,
they don't know
but it
anymore.
just sounded
Fabulous
cool.
Forum.
Yeah, it did sound fabulous Forum.
Because they're from the West.
Here's
It just sounded cool.
here's the bad part of putting that Hollywood Park there, or what used to be Hollywood Park. That's overflow parking for the Forum, and by overflow I mean like most of the parking, because the parking lot sucks. So when you go to a concert now, and if there's a football game, that's gonna be.
I'm sure they're gonna build a parking
They'll
lot.
have to schedule it
Maybe.
around.
Yeah, and here's the other thing is because they fast tracked it, there's no environmental report, no traffic report, none of that stuff will have to be done. The traffic just going to a concert is shitty enough. Can you imagine going to a football game? It's going to be horrendous.
Yeah.
Keyword whore.
Because there'd be twice as many people there.
Exactly. All inside something.
That's LA for you. We're used to bad parking.
Fuck, man.
It's true. That's maybe they'll be like, fuck it, they're used to this shit.
That's true. Hey, as
Let's
long
put tolls
as,
up around here, and maybe they'll pay.
Yeah, there's no tolls. There should be. As long as they're not next to Staples Center, that'd be the worst fucking idea.
Oh God, that'd be so dumb.
That's
I'm fine with Inglewood.
It's always up to
It's
no
kind of
good.
easier to get there,
Yeah.
and if they build a good parking structure,
Hold on,
we'll
it's
be
not
fine.
easier to get.
Well,
to.
I mean, because less people are going that way in that at that time of day.
More people leaving than coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. For a good reason. And then back to the releases besides Mike's. The Falcons released Steven Jackson, veteran Steven Jackson.
Yeah. They're like, you're old.
Yep.
Running back, you're old. Get out.
We got new coaches. They don't like old people. That's right.
We had every opportunity to take that job, and he just sucked it up.
He was fine for a little bit
Yeah.
each season, and
It's-
then
And it's funny, like every year you'd think like he's going to do it. I mean, he's a specimen. I mean,
Yeah.
physically.
I think
he
it's the injuries, though.
Yeah, he's like the biggest running back physically, but
Yeah.
he's a little bit.
Well, Marshawn Lynch. Him and Marshawn
Oh,
Lynch.
yeah.
They look almost identical.
Yeah.
Except he's not
that's
quite
true.
as ugly as Marshawn Lynch.
He's not.
Yep. The Packers have cut AJ Hawk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
what a rush.
He really is best friends with Laurinaitis, who was
Oh, yeah.
Is he
yeah.
really?
Animals.
Yeah.
Wow.
Animals' son?
Yeah.
Animal Son.
Animals'
Uh-huh.
son.
It's my
I
nephew.
was say Johnny's nephew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that Doc Rivers?
Mijo.
And Brandon Boschik, who was released last week, the guy who fucked up the onside kick,
Oh, yeah.
he says he's been receiving death threats.
Oh, man.
Yeah, well, Packers,
Yeah.
Packers fans are violent.
When all Green Bay has is their football team, that's
And
what's
cheese.
going to happen. Yeah. They're like, I'm going to kill you with my cheese cutting
That's
knife.
right.
Until they actually run into him and they get their ass
They're
kicked,
like,
probably.
Right, yeah. It's easy to talk tough on Twitter.
That's right.
The Panthers have cut their leading rusher, D'Angelo Williams. D'Angelo said he's not upset by the release, though.
Yeah.
Because he was upset that no one showed up to his mother's funeral.
Right.
Except for Greg Hardy.
Greg Hardy, who was just in jail 11
Of
days
all
prior.
the people to show up to a funeral.
Then he said, in my eyes, that guy could do no wrong.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? You mean throwing a woman on top of guns and beating her? That's not wrong?
Hey. He threw her on top of guns. He didn't shoot her.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Don't
be
put her
a dick.
on guns. I didn't shoot her with one.
Right. You gotta see
I just
it for
dropped
what
some
it's
loads
worth.
on her.
Ooh, dropping loads.
It was my fantasy.
That's right.
Disgusting.
I'm sorry I hurt her.
Yeah. So,
But that's crazy that nobody showed up. But
Cam
Greg
Newton?
Hardy, the guy
are you supposed to show up?
the guy with a pile of guns on his couch showed up.
I mean, like,
Well, like, yeah, like
Greg Olson seems like a good guy.
It was his mom's death. Like your teammates
the
show.
coach?
That's a show of respect. At least, like maybe Cam Newton show up. Maybe one of the maybe one of the people from the front office. Maybe the
Maybe.
coach.
But here's
the
the thing.
coach.
like without invitation, maybe he invited. I don't know. If your mom died, would you expect me to show up to her funeral? I've met her maybe twice, 3 times.
I don't know, but we're not teammates.
Without invitation. What,
Like,
how
like
dare you?
this isn't a family.
How
here.
dare you?
I mean,
Now he's never going.
I think you would go anyways, though.
I would.
I think you would be there for me. Maybe.
if you want. I mean, if
If
it
I-
was expressed that you wanted me there.
Right, but I think it's a common thing in sports that if someone's family member dies, that people from that that team show up and support him.
Maybe.
I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure
know.
because why would he get upset about it?
Dr.
Pretty
Phil,
sure.
what do you think?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a real doctor, but
But I could go for a hot dog. So interesting. To
but
me,
I'm the doctor of thugonomics.
wow, pulling deep. He sounds a little whiny about this.
I don't know, man. It really hurt him.
Manny in the chat
feel
room
bad for
is
the
saying
guy.
that it's common for sports teams. I guess that means to go
Yeah.
to the funerals.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
It's a team, man. Like you see
expect,
each
like-
other more than your
Did
family.
his mom mix up some Campbell's
He's-
chunky soup? or
right?
what?
He saw his mom
Yeah.
or them more than his own mom in the recent.
Yeah,
years.
you expect
They're
like,
family at that point.
yeah,
Why would Greg Hardy show up and nobody else? Like he knows that.
like it's more
Greg
camaraderie.
Hardy was stoned. He heard there's gonna be food afterwards.
It's more camaraderie than your workplace, and I imagine like if something like that happened to me, like some people from my work would show up.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, and
Eva would definitely be there.
yeah,
She
exactly.
wouldn't.
Sorry, I told her Ariola, as the fans know her by.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, but you know, with the team, like there's more camaraderie,
Yeah.
so you would think like
Interesting.
more than
He-
one person would
It's
show
not
up.
like he was like a 1-year guy there. He had been there for like 6-7 years.
Yeah.
It was a.
He ain't no hit it and quit it kind of guy.
Right.
I wonder what happened. Maybe he like did something stupid
Yeah,
in
maybe.
the locker room.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good
I don't
point.
blame them for cutting him. They don't need him. They have Jonathan
Yeah.
Stewart
Maybe he
back
like
there.
the last game he's like, man, fuck all your moms. And, like,
No, I mean I've literally fucked all your moms.
Call me Delonte West.
That's right. The Browns. We'll move on. The Browns have signed quarterback Josh McCown to a 3-year deal. He will be battling for the starting position. Won't be much of a battle.
No.
Johnny
Manziel-
Quitter is in rehab right now.
Yeah, he'll just self implode on himself right there.
I think he already has a lot of selves in that sentence. by the way.
I know.
So-
Well, it's because I was going with
Self.
something else and I forgot it, so I just went with the other.
All right, good job, self.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Sam will be joining Vince Young at the Veteran Combine.
What's Vince Young doing there?
What is
kinky.
Yeah. Vince Young, the singer of Poison.
He's
Right?
like, I'm getting there before Tebow.
Yeah. Tebow should be there.
Yeah, he should be.
He really should.
Tebow should.
Here's the thing. I know what you're trying to do, and I would hit the music, except I have another song to hit right now.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Sorry.
Which, you know,
Sorry, man.
Which I think you like better.
So get the switch, whip you, baby. Whip those buttons. Whip you, baby. Oops, I got your nuts. Whip you, baby. Wait, what's your name? Are you my kid? I'll whip you all the same. So, honey, about that doctor's visit.
So Judge, wow, another beer, please.
You know, you had like a full 45 seconds there to think of the name.
I think the problem is I read it 48 times when that song was playing. Judge David S. Doughty overturns AP suspension. Adrian Peterson, the suspension overturned by a judge,
Right.
which leaves him free to return, sort of.
Kinda. It's still like
Kinda,
a weird
sorta,
situation.
maybe.
Because he's like free from the suspension, but he's still on the exempt
Here,
list.
this is
or
for
something.
earlier, all right.
Thank
go,
you.
Dick.
You little Tebow with my commentary.
That's right. A little Tebow with my coffee. Yeah, it's. I guess he's saying in the NFL you're wrong, but I can't really do anything about it.
Right.
Here's the thing. I agree that maybe his suspension was rough, not because of what he did, but because of how they handled the situation.
Yeah,
A
they
lot
were
like Ray Rice. They
screwing up left and right.
they mishandled it exactly. But how can a judge rule that the suspension is right or not right? I can't, if I got suspended from work because I no-showed or who knows what, and my boss is like, you're suspended for a week, I can't go to court and be like, well, I got suspended.
Right. Right.
All right, I'm going to overturn
The
this.
suspension's
It's like-
arbitrary. It's up to the league or that
Yeah.
entity.
Who knows football more than a judge?
Right.
It's just weird. Like, I think only
Did they
your
go
boss.
to the field judge to find out?
Yeah. They did go
Let
to
the field judge decide.
They went
Mike
up to the
Carey.
booth for it, yeah. I just think it's weird that a judge can decide this. A judge can decide if you're wrongfully terminated, maybe.
Right.
But the
Which
suspension
can
thing-
be proven.
Yeah.
Like you go, look, this is the evidence. This is what they were doing to me before this.
And he was suspended with pay.
right.
What
Like
does
he was
care?
suspended for doing something dastardly.
Yeah.
Like you can't
Right.
defend it.
Maybe Roger Goodell should just like check with a judge before all his suspensions. So.
Right.
Roger Goodell really needs like a sheriff of all punishments.
Adam Silver.
Yes.
Adam Silver.
Away! He needs someone that handles all this suspension. Somebody that's not so emotionally invested in this because he is clearly emotionally invested. And after
Especially
looking, after looking like an asshole with the whole Ray Rice situation, he's like, I got to do something crazy. Like, you're suspended for the year.
Yeah.
With pay.
After no more 2 full year.
Shit.
Mars, bitches.